The rain had finally stopped, leaving the country road glistening under the late afternoon sun. Jake Mitchell checked his watch for the third time in as many minutes. 4:47 p.m. His stomach churned. He was supposed to be at Morrison Industries 15 minutes ago for his performance review. After being late 3 times this month, his supervisor had made it crystal clear. One more time, and he was done. But as he'd rounded the bend 20 minutes earlier, he'd seen her. A pregnant woman in a bronze dress, standing helplessly beside a black sedan with its hood propped open. No other cars in sight, just endless fields and forest. Jake slowed down, his internal debate lasting all of 2 seconds. His daughter Emma's face flashed through his mind. What if someone had driven past her mother when she was pregnant and alone? He pulled over. Now, kneeling on the wet asphalt with grease on his hands, Jake tightened the last connection on the woman's battery cable. There you go. Your battery terminal had come loose. Should start right up now. The woman, who'd introduced herself simply as Catherine, placed a hand on her belly and smiled with visible relief. I cannot thank you enough. I've been here for almost an hour. Everyone just drove past. Yeah, well, Jake stood, wiping his hands on his already ruined work pants. Couldn't do that. My late wife. She would have haunted me forever. He managed a small smile despite the anxiety gnawing at him. Catherine studied him carefully. You keep checking your watch. You're late for something important. Jake exhaled slowly. A meeting at work. Probably about to lose my job, actually, but it's fine. Some things are more important. More important than your job. Catherine's eyes were piercing, intelligent. My daughter's starting to understand what integrity means. Jake said quietly, better she has a dad who's broke and decent than one with a paycheck who drives past people in trouble. Catherine's expression softened. What's your daughter's name? Emma. She's 7. Asks a million questions about everything. Despite his situation, warmth crept into Jake's voice. She's my whole world. After my wife died 3 years ago, it's just been us two against everything. Being late, is this a pattern? Catherine asked gently. Jake's jaw tightened. Emma's been sick. Pneumonia, doctor appointments, picking her up from school when the fever spikes. My supervisor doesn't care about excuses. He says I should plan better or find backup care. As if I have family in town. As if I'm not already doing everything I can. Catherine was quiet for a moment, then reached into her car and pulled out a business card. Take this. Come see me tomorrow morning at this address, 9:00 a.m. Jake glanced at the card. Morrison Industries. Executive Suite. His blood ran cold. Wait, Morrison Industries, that's where I work. Where I'm about to be fired from. I know, Catherine said calmly. How could you possibly? Jake's eyes widened as recognition finally dawned. Catherine Morrison. The Catherine Morrison, owner and CEO of the entire company. Her photo was in the lobby, though he'd never seen her in person. She kept a low profile, rarely visiting the manufacturing floor where he worked as a machine operator. Oh God, Jake breathed. Mrs. Morrison, Catherine, she corrected. And tomorrow, 9:00 a.m. Don't be late. There was a hint of warmth in her stern tone. Jake drove to work in a daze, arriving 40 minutes late. His supervisor, Derek Stevens, was waiting with HR, a termination letter already on the table. Mitchell. You know the drill, Derek started, his voice dripping with condescending satisfaction. "This is your final warning, and you blew it. Pack your things." Jake opened his mouth to explain, but then he remembered Catherine's words. He simply nodded. "I understand." He turned to leave, but Derek wasn't finished. "Don't bother using your kid as an excuse again. We're running a business, not a daycare. Some of us actually have a work ethic." The next morning, Jake put on his only suit, his heart pounding a nervous rhythm against his ribs. He walked into the executive suite at 8:55 a.m. Catherine Morrison greeted him with a warm smile. Gesturing for him to sit, "Jake, thank you for coming. Mrs. Dot." "I mean, Catherine," he started, his voice trembling slightly. "About yesterday." She held up a hand. "Yesterday, you showed me the kind of person you are. That's what matters. I did some research after our ... roadside meeting. I read your file. And I looked into your supervisor, Mr. Stevens." Her expression hardened. "It seems he has a history of penalizing employees for family emergencies, particularly single parents. That's not the culture I want at my company." Jake sat in stunned silence. "I've also seen your performance reports from before Emma got sick," she continued. "Exemplary. Top of your team. You're a skilled operator, Jake, and more importantly, a man of integrity." She pushed a folder across the desk. "Mr. Stevens has been reassigned to a position where he will no longer manage people, and this," she tapped the folder, "is a promotion. Head of floor operations for the second shift. It comes with a significant raise and, most importantly, more flexible hours. You'll be able to attend all of Emma's school events and be there when she needs you." Tears welled in Jake's eyes. He couldn't speak. He just looked at the woman who had, in less than 24 hours, completely changed his life. "Why?" he finally managed to ask. "Why are you doing this?" Catherine smiled, placing a hand on her pregnant belly. "Because you reminded me what's truly important. Good people are the most valuable asset any company can have. We need leaders who understand that. Leaders like you. You didn't just stop to help a stranger. Jake, you showed me the kind of character that builds a family, and that's the kind of character that builds a great company. Now, let's talk about getting Emma a tour of the factory. I hear she asks a lot of questions." Jake left the office that day not just with a new job, but with a renewed sense of hope. He realized that sometimes the detours in life, the moments where you choose kindness over personal gain, aren't setbacks at all. They are the moments that lead you exactly where you need to be. That evening, as he tucked Emma into bed, she asked him, "Daddy, were you a hero today?" Jake kissed her forehead. "No, sweetie. I just tried to be a good man. And sometimes that's more than enough." What do you think of Jake's story? Let us know in the comments below. We believe that small acts of kindness can have a huge ripple effect. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories. Thanks for watching.